Hey YouTube, hi, I'm Kareem Zamir. Those are the Seekers of Galanti. This is Second Wake. Welcome, it's episode 43. And yeah, welcome to it. Hopefully you're enjoying the show. If you're not, leave a negative comment down below, subscribe, do all those horrible things that, you do on YouTube. Try not to have a bot come to my channel and post a bunch of time codes, because that was really annoying to remove. If you haven't already, join our Discord. You can find that information down below in the comments, the doobly-doo, as Matt Colville will say. Or if you ever feel so inclined, on Monday nights, we play this entire show live, this game that we play with my friends, over on twitch.tv/Kareem Zamir. My name's right there. Yeah, come check us out. We start at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Monday night, except for the Mondays that we don't play, in which case there's no show. So, I mean, what's your problem? All right, then. So, when we last left our dear Seekers of Gulanti, they were thrust after a marvelous and delightful brunch, a heroic venture of brunches, if I do say so myself. And to my adoring listening public, the Seekers of Galanti have now fled the Everworld, taking upon them a quest, a mighty thing indeed. They will seek out and defeat a villain most evil, foul, and wretched deep within the heart of the Feywilds, and in doing so earn the favor of I, the great Montserrat the Glamorous. So, with that, we certainly will look forward to them. I hear through a little birdie that they came to an open clearing, dealt with a rather precocious possum, and of course got a little catty. After a split decision of what path to embark on, the Weavers now find themselves marching along the bright path throughout the archway, deep into the heart of the Feywild, in search for a knight most holy and evil. Definitely evil. No bias in the news here today. So, Seekers of Galanti, as we have so heard recap from your radio personality, you all are now still in the clearing, ready to embark out on further ventures in the Feywild. You seek this lake that has been described to you, this pool that is able to somehow house and hold an ancient relic that can apparently guide and path a hero's journey to accomplish their goals, their hopes, their whims. And you are seeking a very noble, or so said, paladin that is starkly opposed to your dear new friend, Montserrat. You need to put a stop to this murderous, monstering person. But how you do so is up to you. You've been told that through these two paths, you are very close to the area of which this anointed knight so stands with their troop of armies. And you found that either path would be rather acceptable. A path of darkness and a path of light. And I believe at the end of last episode, you all decided you were going to go down the light path. Is that correct? Yeah. I will remind everyone you are still under the effects of Hero's Feast as well. With that, you are immune to poison. You have advantage on wisdom saving throws. You have been granted a great mercy today from the great and powerful Montserrat. So yes, is there anything you all want to do before venturing through the path of the light door? Or light arches, I should say. I see Celeste with a finger. I see a pointy finger.
Just reading notes.
Reading notes. Okay, cool. All right, so as the group comes to this brightened path, they walk by the hairless cat. There are two summoned fine familiars, these fey spirits that I often have within the material world of the Everworld, now gained awoken sentience in a sort and personality beyond normal occasion. Chunkini now standing on hind legs and grouchily walking back and forth, wagging their tail with a sense of importance and the idea, or rather knowledge, that they are the most important member of this team. And without Chunkini, all of the Seekers of Galanti would be quite dead and buried in the ground. As well, Aja, our flying snake companion for our dear Velithil, has gained a bit of sass, seemingly both by likely her summoner, as well as just a general snaky attitude. Those darn snakes and their snakiness. So yes, as you all venture forward through this open pathway, you see a bolt of light begin to enshroud and ensnare each of you. Your eyes nearly blind from the cavalcade of rays of sunlight that emanate out from this gloriously glowing path. There's one for Mercer. As you all walk, you can hear the crunch of stone under boot begin to almost gain, in a sense. You can hear the sound of the stones even more so crunch like heavy mulch. You look, and as the light begins to coax over your form, you look around, and there is a scintillating, sweet smell in the air. There's a freshness that envelops and ensnares much of your surroundings, your mind, your very presence itself. You look to your side as you all find yourselves walking along this tree-borne path further and deeper into the forest of the Feywild. You note, those of you perceptive enough, especially Morgan, you note the trees themselves are beginning to fade. Their color, the pigmentation of the bark seem to drain from them. You see these large, kind of coiling vestiges of red, almost disgusting looking matter that seems to twirl across these now very pale white trees. There is a hum in the air and almost a sound that seems to echo throughout the passages of this forest. You continue to hear a crunch, and as the light begins to fade towards normal perceptive thought once more, you look and you can see that the ground itself, no longer a dull and bright green and gray of earth and leaf, instead now seemingly replaced with this bright turquoise-esque look to it. There is a strange hue in the air. There is something that you can truly smell that seems to almost burn the insides of your nostrils. I need everyone to please make me a Constitution saving throw. It is not against poison, before you ask. We'll start here. JJ, what do we get?
3.
A 3, okay. We'll go to that in a second. Velithil, what do we get?
13.
13, all right. Orville, what do we get?
12.
All right. Morgan, what do we get?
12.
Okay. Colbold Jones, where are we at?
19.
Okay, Colbold Jones, you guard your loins. You won't be tricked by the Feywild this day. Celeste, how about you?
I also got a 19.
All right. The two tankiest of our endeavors, recent additions to the Seekers of Galanti, both tighten their belt straps, and while the sickening sweet smell emanates through the area and the group marches ever forward down this opening and almost encircling path, the two of you hear from the front as you lead this party onward, the two tankier of you, a small kind of almost ravenous growl. It's a strange, emanating sound. The four of you, who of course failed your saving throws, all know the sound to emanate from you, but Colbold Jones and Celeste, it takes a moment before you realize this constant sound continues to come from your allies, of all strange things. The four of you, that is JJ, Orville, Morgan, Vel, are all overcome with an intense hunger. You've just recently had brunch, but for some reason, the sickening sweet smell in the air has instilled you with a desire, a want to eat and consume, and you have a feeling of this. Yes, Vel?
Does my amulet make me, is this like some sort of charm or possession that I'd be immune to?
This is not a charm nor possession. It is an environmental effect.
Just making sure,
No
because I
worries.
completely forgot about that against all the undead who should have had disadvantage against me.
You hate to see it happen to the rookie, folks. The other DM in the chat. I have that problem every time. I always get like a cool magic item, and I'm like, yeah! And then like, I almost die, and I go, I could have used that!
Didn't come up forever, so I just kind of forgot about it aside from the reason that I got it for.
That's also true. So yes, the group of you, the four of you, definitely have this feeling of hunger. As you all round the bend, you see a split as these pale white and red striped trees seem to twist and open up to an open meadowing field. You see large, heavy-set stones open across an airway plains, and you hear a voice from this seemingly empty grove call out to you. And you hear, well, 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 what do we have here? Couple of meaties getting lost on the wrong side of the forest. What are you doing there, meaties? What do you want to do?
I have a question.
Yes.
Dream.
Uh-huh.
I have sunlight sensitivity. Is that affecting me in this area?
Oh, hell yeah. It's bright as hell.
Alright, I don't see anything.
Yep. Cobalt Jones's hand over the eyes.
Does anyone have like some shoe polish, some black shoe polish I can put under my eyes? Like I'm playing sports ball. Help me out here. It's
Sports
a little
ball.
bright.
Where do you get all of these ideas from? We'll look over to see who's talking to us.
You look over and go ahead and give me a perception check or investigation, your choice.
While she's doing that,
Mhm.
I think I do Cobalt Jones for my boots. If
Yeah.
you want to use a little bit of my polish, that's fine.
Absolutely.
She
All right.
will offer.
Rub some polish under Cobalt Jones's eyes, blacken those eyes up for battle. Cobalt Jones, you managed to do so, and we'll say you won't suffer the ill effects of your sunlight sensitivity, but you won't gain the benefit of pack tactics. I'll give you that trade. How's that sound? All right, you get all your saving throws and all your other stuff, but we'll trade you one feature from the Kobold Tree for another feature of the Kobold Tree. Sinister deals made here on Second Wake.
Fine.
Don't DM like me. DM by the book. That's the only way to do it. Liam O'Brien will cry otherwise. Vel, what did we get for your check?
25 investigation.
25 investigation. You look around this seemingly bodiless voice. You look to one of the trees and stat beside what appears to be a large bush, this gnarled look of strange green, almost like bright, echoing, not white, like but maybe a turquoise color of this bush. You see a small, what appears to be a scarecrow of some kind, sticking out from the bush. It is a large kind of white and brown design. It has what appears to be a large hat that seems to be covered in a number of dazzling sparkles to likely fend off various avian foes. And it's stuck there, unmoving. With a 25, you look and you see a twitch and a movement, almost unnaturally so. There's a life to this thing, this scarecrow. And you hear it again call out and go, "Well, meaties, you lost your ability to speak." And you look and you can see these two little flaps move up and down as the scarecrow very much comes to life and unhinges itself from this large bush. And you see, I believe it's, hold on. Nope, not that one. It's this one. You see this little guy pop up off the bush and land what appears to be a scarecrow made out of gingerbread and candy. It stands no more than about 1.5 feet tall. And it wields a piece of candy corn and a sharpened piece of peppermint.
Miss Vel. He looks
Yeah.
delicious.
Try not to think about it. Hello.
Hello, meaty.
We were just. Well, we're looking for someone. That's why we're passing through.
Oh, you're looking for your friend?
Not exactly, but someone we need to speak with and see about what they're up to.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, meaty, but you came to the wrong side of the forest. I guess you got lost.
Well, I suppose not knowing exactly where we are would mean we are a bit lost.
And it looks like I found you. Me and my boys! And as you hear this, you see the other bushes wiggle free, and many of these small little gingerbread men start climbing out and start staring at you from across this open field. You can see, as you really stare at it now, these large, bright stones seem clad of this almost tough and exterior of stone and rock. They're jawbreaker candies that are stuck in the earth, and you look down, and as this all begins to come to a head, the bushes have been replaced with peppermint trees. There's licorice in the bushes. The very ground that you're standing on seems none too the same or real, in a sense. You see them all come out, and they hear, "All right, boys, you know the drill. Meaty's gotta learn their lesson. Get 'em!" I need everyone to roll me initiative. And we'll bring this up here. Boop, boop, boop.
Cobalt Jones just got over his diabetes.
Oh, drat. So sorry, Mr. Jonesy.
Looks like sugar's back on the menu, boys.
Oh my god. Every 90s like pun.
Every day, JJ will have
Am I
to
missing?
cast Lesser Resto.
Mm-hmm. I knew I missed one. Hold on. There's my guy. Boop. There we go.
Look, guys, I'm just an addict. I can't help it. I drink 42 liters of soda every day.
Jesus Christ. That's a lot of soda. You probably
It's
should
a
not drink.
cultural thing.
All right. It's a cultural thing. All right. So, you look over. Let's see if I can corner this up. Let's do like this, and then let's do this in, and this over, and then slide it up. There we go. That'll work. All right, and then I'll zoom in, of course. Rolling it up. Boop. Boop.
Can I ask a quick question? Just
Yes, you can.
because
Go ahead.
curiosity can't help it. Does it smell like gingerbread where we are, or does it smell like?
You might say the air around you is sinfully sweet, like fresh baked cookies almost.
Can I ask a question?
You certainly can.
Being trained in Arcana, how
Sure.
potentially bad an idea would I think it would be to use my Shadowstone appendage while in the Feywild?
I mean, who knows? You're trained in Arcana, right?
Uh-huh.
Could definitely be really bad or really cool.
I don't have any other insight into it.
Give me either insight or Arcana check. That'd be your choice.
15.
Okay, with a 15, you definitely understand that the creature that apparently claims that their arm is part of the material used to make your stone is apparently partly from either here or the inverse of this place known as the Shadowfell. Being that it already has very little issue traveling across long spans of space and time, it might not be completely aware of your presence in the Feywild, but you know that activating any item that's attuned to a certain creature may or may not ping that creature to your location. Who knows? At a 15. But those are the risks.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions, comments, or concerns? No. Okay. So let's go ahead here. Who has a 20 or higher? Orville.
I'm at a 20.
All right.
I'm also...
Also at a 20?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Orville definitely has the dex modifier above you, Vel, but so we'll go there. Who has a 15 or higher?
19 for JJ.
Okay. And what do we got for Cobalt Jones?
15.
Okay. Who has a 10 or higher? Aja?
Chonk does.
Okay. And Chonk and Celeste. So Celeste, what did we get?
12.
12. Okay. What did Chunkini get?
10.
Okay. And what did Aja get?
12.
12. Okay. We'll assume what's your dex modifier? So I have your stats right here. What am I asking for? You have a dex of 10. Does Aja have a +1 in dex?
Aja has a +4 dex.
Aja has beaten Celeste in dex. And that leaves us here. Let's see. I've got Orville, Vel, JJ. I've got Cobalt Jones. I've got Aja. I've got Celeste. I've got Chunkini. Morgan, what did you actually get?
An 8.
An 8? Oof. Don't worry, you're not the last person in initiative, if that makes you funny. If it makes you better. All right, so my dear friends here in the Feywild, you look across this ravenous battlefield, and we'll zoom in a bit. You look and you can see your group stood in the opening, the clearing between two small gingerbread men. In addition, there's a gingerbread man far from you. We'll get to that in a second. There is a dying beast of some sort on an altar. Blood stains across this licorice field. Two more gingerbread men, and what appears to be a large bear of some kind, possibly made of a rubbery material or some type of horribleness, wielding what can only be described as a sugary staff of some ill repute. It looks very angry, and you can see on its offhand there appears to be a set of beautiful rainbow-striped knuckles of some type of hard candy. But they look none too friendly. As they look and turn to you, you turn, you see this bear just roar out. And Orville, you have the initiative. What would you like to do?
Oh boy. We are going to probably attack this fella immediately to Orville's right.
Okay.
I think we're gonna pull out the staff to do so. So grab staff, bonus action, activate the staff.
Okay. And you speak your keyword. In the sunlight, you see bright flames in rapture from the sun itself. Beams of radiant energy encircle this small wooden staff and create a long pole of burning fire into the lance.
2 whacks at this fella.
All right, first whack. Go right ahead.
That is going to be a 15 to hit.
15 does hit. Go ahead.
All right, then the second one's a 16.
Okay, hitting twice. Go right ahead.
Yep. First one's 19 points.
19 points. Okay, and second one?
Also 19 points.
All right. You walk through, you brandish this burning hot iron, a weapon left to you from the weavers themselves, gifted from the heavens above. A big heavy slash cleaves this sugary individual in half. You see their gumdrop buttons melt away. Their almost cookie-like body begin to brown and turn even darker still as they begin to melt and shed into an amalgamation of processed sugar and goo. And then you stab them again for good measure, because F them, that's why. I do need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Nat 20.
Nat 20, all right. There's a moment. You see this bubbling, wriggling mess of sugar and confectionery sweets at your feet that you think, that'd be good to eat. But you hold back and resist and manage to break away from the temptation. That is your action, your bonus action, and part of your move. Do you want to continue to move or no?
I will move 10 diagonal down left. So
Diagonal down and left, we say. Oh no, why do I? 1 and 2. Right there?
and we'll hold there. Yeah.
All right. Seems good to me.
Looks good.
Velithil, what would you like to do?
How much can I make out of the body that's on the altar?
You can make out most of it. It is a large body, maybe about from toe to snout, about 6 foot tall. There is blood draining out on the altar, this bright crimson red pooling underneath it, and what looks to be these like very heavy looking pieces of stick and twine that you correctly identify, being that you are rather knowledgeable. They appear to be like little candy stakes. They're like these long rods that seem to have been shoved into the insides and are currently keeping the front chest cavity of this creature open. It is groaning in horrific pain. They didn't even bother to use licorice. Savages.
How far away is it?
Currently from you, it is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 feet away. Some would say that's fortunate. Others would say I counted. Bless you, by the way, Celeste. What would you like to do, Vel? The initiative is yours.
I'm going to Misty Step 30 feet towards this thing.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm assuming diagonal, so you stay away from the giant bear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my 30 feet of movement to head up to it.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You get right up next to it. You look, and from toe to tip, this looks like some type of gnoll or crazy wolf thing. Go ahead and give me a nature check if you are so proficient. But you are proficient Arcana. You could roll that instead.
Okay. That is a 26 Arcana.
26 Arcana. You look over this poor, mangy creature, and you recognize it as a creature of legend and folklore, a wolfman or werewolf. It has been pinned to this altar via a connection of large, sharpened pieces of peppermint, many of which are now inside of its internal organs, and its chest has been splayed open in a most disgusting fashion. Likely its wolf-like lupine heritage is the only thing keeping it awake at this point, but you look towards its face and there are two swirling peppermints that have been placed over its eyes, and you can see this heavy-looking, almost rabbitous foam that is emanating out from its mouth, but it doesn't have rabies. You look, you can smell it, you can hear the sizzling pop, 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 pop. This seems to be some type of powdery sugar confection that they have filled down its gullet that has now disabled the poor creature. It almost is a popping type of small mineral rock.
Yeah.
Today's episode not sponsored by Wonka. But I'm ready to sell out Wonka. I love sweet tarts.
I'm just going to try and start taking the spikes out of it. The
Okay.
little peppermint things holding it down.
Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check.
Uh, 13.
13. You reach down, you grab one of the peppermint sticks, and you throw it behind you. You feel it try to stick and adhere itself to your hand, but you're managing to stay just fast enough to pull two of the stakes out. You look... Oh, geez. Can we not do that? Thank you, phone. You manage to pull them out in time before they adhere and seem to stick to your hand. You felt this type of goopy, almost adhesive before in many of those stories and tales of mimics, this kind of adhesive slime that seems to stick and unnaturally attach itself to living flesh. You pull two of the stakes free with your action. You look and you see there are two more stakes, but as you pull the first two free, you see parts of the flaps of this werewolfian skin fold in on themselves and begin to fuse together, likely beginning its regenerative properties. That is your action, your bonus, and your move?
I believe that's everything.
All right. Moving right along, on to JJ. What would you like to do?
JJ's gonna take her bonus action to activate her. Nope, no, she's not gonna do that. Never mind.
Okay.
She is instead going to cast Bane.
Bane. Okay, on who?
She's gonna move up. She'll move up beside Orville.
Okay.
She will Bane the big guy,
Okay.
the little guy,
Mhm.
and I think the other guy on the right side.
The guy on the right side is behind a giant jawbreaker.
Okay, cannot see him. All right.
Yeah.
Those will be the two that I'll Bane for now.
Those two? Okay. They need what kind of save?
I need a charisma save, please.
Okay. From our little gingerbread man. He rolls an 8, which gives him a 12.
Okay, that's gonna fail.
Shit. And our big old bear, he gets a 9, which gives him a 7, because he's a little sour.
Fantastic.
Oh, not really.
All right, cool. Then you just subtract your 1d4.
I will. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that'll be her turn for
All
now.
right, it's our go. Get him. This small little gingerbread man is going to run up on you with their their small peppermint dagger and their their little knife made out of candy corn. They will swing with their candy corn knife, and they will subtract a d4 from the roll. So -4 is a 15, plus their to hit is going to be a 20 to hit.
Yes.
Okay? They stab you with this little dagger. Let's see here. It is going to do a total of 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
You are thankfully immune to poison,
Mm-hmm.
but I do need you to make me a Constitution save either way. Because while you're cured of it, you can still gain it.
6.
6. You feel a little bit of a head rush. Everything gets really fast and then really slow. And with your hunger pending, you feel really drained. If you'd like to add onto your flaws sheet, you have gained diabetes. And you have disadvantage on all of your d20 rolls until you have something to eat. Now, I want this to be a showcase for everyone. Please make sure you manage and get your blood tested. It is very important, and it can cause a wide variety of medical issues. We just want to remind you here at Second Wake, we love you, and medical issues are not to be taken lightly. But in this instance, I'm going to use them to destroy my players. Thanks, okay, love you. So that is going to be with his little dagger, and then he's going to shiv you. That is going to be for a 10, plus 5 is a 15, minus 3 brings you to a 12 to hit.
Absolutely not.
Okay, misses all the way here. This little guy here goes, run fast as you can. You'll never catch me. I'm a gingerbread man. He's going to run on up to Kobold Jones and attempt to shiv Kobold Jones in the face. I think a 13 misses Kobold Jones, so he'll do with the offhand. Is a 20 to hit Kobold Jones?
That's my AC.
Heyo, he hits with his peppermint short sword. He does a whopping, 4 points of piercing damage.
Non-magical?
No, it is magical. It's a piece of peppermint that can stab through metal. We bested you this time, buddy. That's him. Over here, this one goes, oh no, you don't get to save your meaty friend! And this small little gingerbread man walks up to Vel and is going to attempt to strike at you with her candy corn dagger.
Does it have disadvantage?
Oh, wait, is it against? Hold on.
Are they fey? Are they? I don't know what they are.
They are constructs.
Oh, then it's fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they are neutral evil constructs, if you can believe
Yeah,
it.
no, constructs are good.
So a 14 to hit is my total.
That misses.
Misses, okay. Then with their little peppermint short sword, is a nat 20 will crit you.
I mean, that might hit.
That might hit. Coming through with 5, 6, 7, 8 points of piercing damage. Very sticky piercing damage. Yeah, comes through there. This one here says, oh, I got her too. Hold on. Let's get this little meaty. Candy corn knife is going to be an 18 to hit.
Can I cutting words that?
Yes, you can. Currently at an 18. Go ahead and roll it.
-4.
-4. Okay, at a 14 to hit, Vel.
That misses.
Misses. All right. And with the little peppermint short sword. Nat 1, you bring your arm up and it stabs into your cloak and shatters into pieces. This one on the left here grumbles a bit and then reaches down at their side, and you see a piece of their skin come off as they pull a piece of gingerbread free from their side, and another piece of peppermint is formed out of thin air. Because you're not so lucky, meaty. You're not leaving here with all that delicious life energy in you.
I really don't have that much. It's mostly death energy.
Don't you lie to us! We can smell it
not.
on you! By my gumdrop buttons, I'll get you!
You will regret eating me. You will get indigestion.
You will get indigestion! Here, got him! Kobold Jones, your turn.
All right, I'm going to move up behind Orville.
You're gonna take a free strike?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna swing at you. Well, that's a 15 I missed. Okay, go ahead.
All right, and then I'm going to use bait and switch on JJ,
Okay.
and I will give JJ the AC.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
2 plus
J-
AC.
JJ, your AC goes up by 2.
And then I will swing on the snack.
Oh no!
How's it going, little guy?
Bad.
$16 to hit.
Yeah, that hits me. You bested my frosting armor.
9 damage.
No! Is it regular damage?
No, that is my axe.
No, it's magical?
Yeah.
That sucks, alright. Oh, suckers.
I'll do another one.
Okay.
17 to hit.
That hits.
10 damage.
Leaping licorice, that's a lot of damage. I'm almost dead, but I'm gonna get you next turn, big guy. Is that your turn, Kobold Jones?
That's it.
Alright. I'm gonna get you. But first, Barry's gonna get you. You see this big, huge bear. And wiggles. And wiggles. And wiggles. And then walks up. And you just hear this like this gummy roar that it reaches out with. It is going to let's see here. It is going to try the gum knuckles. I'm sorry, the rainbow knuckles, as they're so listed here on its stat block. And it is going to, with a negative D4, swing at Orville to start.
I'm gonna give it disadvantage.
Okay. It will have hold on, wait. I'll roll here and then I'll roll again. So a 12 or a 19. So we'll take the 12 minus 4, so we are at 8, and then 9, 10 is going to be a 17 to hit after all of that.
That still connects.
Okay. Boom! Big, heavy swing right into your midsection. Orville, I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Oh, we're going on a magic carpet ride today, aren't we?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
So
that's a 2.
that's a 2. That's not good for you. So, to you... Oh, I'm sorry. It's bludgeoning damage. Hold on. This one. You're going to take... Wow, I rolled low. 5, 6, 7, 8 points of bludgeoning damage. And you are a size medium creature. So he beats you by a single size category. So it's going to double the distance that you fly. JJ, I need you to make me a dex save or a strength save. Your choice. You can either attempt to catch Orville, or you can attempt to get out of Orville's way.
Can I try and use my reaction to, like, do some monk shit and double jump?
Unfortunately not. You've already failed your save.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
That's alright.
That's a 14.
A 14. Are you attempting to catch or to move?
Oh, that's a dex, so
That's a-
I'm moving.
You're moving? All right. You managed to move 5 foot. Which direction do you want to be at for your reaction?
To the right.
To the right? Okay. Boop, boop. You see Orville slide over the top of Chunkini, who is still too short to be hit, and crash into some licorice bushes. In crashing, you traveled 10, 20, 25 feet until you hit the bushes. We ignore the first 10 foot of fall damage, so we're going to roll 1d6 for fall damage for 3 points of bludgeoning. You land in the licorice bushes. You feel some sweat from walking around in there and a stickiness. We'll talk about that, what happens later. It's then going to take its big, heavy rock candy cane and attempt to bludgeon Kobold Jones to death.
Uh-oh.
Kobold Jones, coming up for a swing. Probably not going to get it with a 6. So a 3 is going to be 12 to hit. No? Okay. You see a big swing. Boom! And it strikes into the ground and dents the licorice ground below it. You then see the licorice ground go whoop and seem to rubber band back into place. That is Mr. Bear's turn. Aja's turn.
I'm just gonna wait. Aja, is there anything in particular you want to do, or are you good, girl?
I am, how you say, very nice to sit here. You're going to make me breathe some fire, perhaps?
Something on saving that for later, but we'll see.
Yeah, okay, we save it for later.
Yeah, just be helpful. Thank you.
Alright, I'll help you.
So she'll take the help action to the one to the right of me
Alright.
for me to have advantage on my next attack.
Instead of, normally she flies over, harasses them. Instead, she looks over, and you see one wing point at the little gingerbread man. She goes, hey, you. He goes, yeah? He goes, fuck you. He goes, no! You shouldn't do that! And she's like, hey, he's been distracted. You're welcome. And then
Beautiful.
she hisses in his general direction. Celeste, your turn.
I'm going to move up to, well, I guess technically it's back. I'm moving over to Morgan.
Okay, moving over to Morgan.
Yeah, and I'm going to cast Magic Weapon on her bow.
Okay.
Do I have enough movement to get...
You've moved 5 feet. You have 25 feet left.
Sorry, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
good.
thanks. Can I move over to... do I have enough movement to get to the other side of the gummy bear?
Let's see here. You have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You can get to his side right here. That's about as far as you could get.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. You walk on over. So is there anything you do in particular to bless Morgan's weapon? Any signature catchphrase or prayer that you have for being a fallen Asimar?
I think she's just gonna reach out, touch Morgan's weapon. You're welcome. You're magical now. Count yourself blessed,
It's not really
and then just kind of casually walk away.
All right. Again, I will remind chat, always make sure you have your friend's permission to touch their weapon. Very personal thing. We don't want to do anything without consent. Okay, great. Thanks. We'll be back later. You move. You cast your spell.
So sorry.
You have a bonus
Morgan.
action.
I'm assuming I have consent to touch your weapon.
Oh,
It's okay.
okay. We're doing the EMT code. Implied consent.
No,
It's implied because we're friends.
we don't do that.
It's kind of like going over to your friend's house and they have like a really nice bass guitar and you just pick it up like, bro, I used to lick on these things. And then, you know, you probably get kicked out after that. So anything for your bonus action or are you good? Or is magic weapon bonus?
What?
What is magic weapon?
Oh, it got really quiet over here.
I know. What?
It's bonus action.
Oh, well, how about that then? Yeah. So you still have your attacks. Go right ahead. Against Mr. Big Ol' Gummy Bear.
It's
That's right.
one action.
Oh, it's one action? Hold on.
Hold on a second, because
Unless
when I
it's
go
a special thing you do. I don't know.
when I go to spells and I click Paladin, it says on here that it's a cast time 1 bonus action.
Ooh.
She's right. I'm looking at it right now.
Yep.
Yeah, 1 bonus action. How about that? Ooh. Stinky.
Okay. That's
My app may have never been updated if this was
Fixed up.
yeah, if it was like a later.
I'm not quite sure. It's so rare to get used. I like it anyway. All right. Magic weapon. Bonus. Attack action. What do we got to hit?
So at a disadvantage, it's 19 to hit.
19 does hit the bear.
13 damage.
13 damage. And it's bludgeoning, right?
Actually, let me check that. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
You hit, boom, big heavy strike of 13 damage. You see this gummy exterior of this large, almost bearish form bend inward and then bounce backward. I need you to make me a strength saving throw. You all hear this very comical boing sound?
23.
23, you grit and you kind of feel the pushback as your first hit lands. You kind of feel the force of momentum pelt you backwards, and you feel your back up against this large jawbreaker, and you feel a little bit of concern that you might be ping-ponged should you fail this. Second attack.
An 8.
An 8. You big heavy swing on the second one. You see the gummy bear reach up with its large kind of rainbow stick and poof, deflect your attack and kind of do this gummy roar back at you. That is going to be Celeste's turn. Chunkini's turn.
Onk is gonna roll out.
Uh-oh. Going after the
Straight
gummy
ahead.
boy? Or the
Straight
gingerbread? Straight ahead?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How far is it? 45 feet?
40.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Makes a strength save, right?
Mhm.
Boom. Minus a d4. Is going to be 17 on dice, plus its strength modifier. It definitely makes the save. But Chunkini goes rolling through, and then you see the small little guy pop back up and go, oh man. And start kind of gagging up what appears to be a hairball. That's going to be Chunkini's turn.
Mhm.
Morgan, your go. You now have a bright glowing bow.
Can I shoot over Cobalt Jones?
You can shoot over Kobold Jones. He's size small versus a size large creature. You can see the gummy bear, no problem.
Sweet. I'm gonna do that.
Okay, go right ahead.
That's a +1, right?
I believe so, right? Magic weapon. You touch a non-magic weapon until the spell ends. The weapon becomes magic with a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls. Yes, it is.
That is a 13.
13 to hit. You see it fire off, and it catches it and deflects the arrow with its knuckles.
Okie dokes, that's it.
That's it. All right. Guy on the altar groans and grumbles, and you see some flesh reattach itself to his internal organs. Top of the round is Orville once again. Orville, you sit in a licorice bush. You hear laughing. Sinister laughing. You feel something stick and touch at you. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
23.
23. You immediately jump to your feet and move yourself from this licorice bush. You look back to see what this giggling was, and you see a number of small, beady little chocolatey eyes laughing at you from there, attached to what appear to be snakes of pink, yellow, blue, and green varieties. It looks like these little taffy snakes with what appears to be little chocolate beady eyes, and they seem to hiss and want to reach out and get you, but the sunlight keeps them back in these bushes. You know for future, if you ever get stuck in one of these licorice bushes, you might suffer these taffy-like snakes. These laughing taffy-like snakes.
I need a moment to collect myself here.
Oh, of course. Take your time. Very serious D&D tonight, guys.
All right.
right.
We're gonna try and cut down this this gummy bear. That's right, or not gummy bear, gingerbread man.
I'm a gingerbread man!
Run as fast as you can.
Well, I did that earlier.
You're not running away now.
Says you.
18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits, unfortunately.
20 points of fire damage.
Yeah, I explode in a puddle of sugary goodness. But can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
I can try.
Alright, thanks.
All right, that one's not good. That's an 8.
It's an 8? Alright.
Do you have advantage?
Does not, because he's hungry. But doesn't have disadvantage, because he's heroes feasted. It's a very complicated situation. But yeah, Orville, you immediately use your reaction to reach down and take a fistful of this melted, gooey, marshmallowy, and sugary goodness in your hand and try to sedate that hunger. You are immune to the poison part, but like before, you're not immune to the bad part. So go ahead and give me a con save.
That's a 4.
Orville, if you'd like to put under your flaws that you have diabetes, welcome to the team. You have disadvantage on everything. Actually, you are fed, so you don't have disadvantage right now. You just ate.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, you're good.
but it's soon coming.
Soon coming.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it. This turn, you're fine. Anything else you want to do for your turn? This little guy's dead.
Let's zero. I guess I'll move up to the other gingerbread man
All right. Boop,
and
boop,
try and
boop,
put a
boop,
wallop
boop.
on him.
All right.
23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
13 points.
Yeah, I explode. Same thing as before. Make me a wisdom save.
Another 8.
Another 8. Okay, you fail. You also wolf into this gingerbread man. At this point, I need you to roll me a d10. It's your second gingerbread man you've beaten.
Okay. That's a 3.
That's a 3. You regain 3 hit points if you're missing any, and you gain 30 pounds. You have a large, heavy gut stuffed of gingerbread and sugar. Your neck gets a little thicker. And on your goblin face, you get these little, like, they're like pox marks. They're full boiling zits all over your face.
Or what's your total weight now?
That's a good question. I think it's about 75 pounds.
Ooh. And
Yeah.
Build weight.
because of that, of course, your speed is halved until you've worked the weight off.
All right, I got you.
All right. XOXO, buddy. Anything else for your turn, Orville? You've moved 5, 10, 15 feet out of your total 15-foot movement.
I got another 5.
Oh, you do have another 5 because you're a monk. That's
Yep.
true.
Yep. Put me next to Kobold to the right of him.
To the right of him?
Perfect.
This one, okay.
Yeah.
All right, you stand there. Anything else for your turn? That's your action, move. You still have a bonus.
I do have a bonus. I guess I'll take a dodge action.
Okay.
Key point.
Patient defense.
Yep.
You move to the left, move to the right, and each time your stomach sways left and right. The new body weight, very unaccustomed to your goblinoid form.
Or we'll use this as a truffle shuffle to gain advantage against all attacks.
All right, there we go. I won't ask you to do the truffle shuffle as we want to stay on air. Vel, your turn.
Sugar, spice, and everything nice. That's what other little girls are made of. And then I'll cast Inflict Wounds with my free once a day and touch the one that I have advantage against.
All right, roll to hit.
That is a 21 or 20. Hold on, math just hurt my brain. 23.
23. All right, yeah, that definitely hits.
Seven, 16, 21 points of necrotic damage.
21 points of necrotic damage. Oh no! You see them tear through, the color fading like any type of candy or sugary sweet left out in the sun far, far, far too long. The color fades and their body looks very brittle, as if they've been overcooked, and the kind of like soft cookie form of their body seems to harden a bit, as if it's gone stale. But they stand resilient at 21 points of necrotic damage, still very much alive.
Tried to warn you that I'm made of nasty things.
Oh, you're made of a real nasty one. You're a little salty.
Been accused of worse.
Is that your turn, Vel?
I just will look back. Morgan, if you have a moment, I think you're a bit more deft with a magical hand that you might be able to help this poor wolf fellow with.
You call out, I think you can help this person. Morgan's shooting a bear.
I think you can use it as a bonus action, right?
Morgan might be able to. Mage hand?
Use what?
Mage
Your
hand.
mage hand to remove more things out of the sky. You just have to get a little bit closer because it's got to be within 30 feet. But then you could do a bonus action stuff, which I can only do as an action. So.
A little bit closer now. A little bit stronger now. So Vel calls out, and will that be your turn?
don't want to stay between these two jerks.
Don't worry, there's not a hard piece between the two of us. But that is a rock.
I'm just gonna step back 5 feet so they have to reposition.
Okay. JJ, your turn.
What kind of an action would it take to eat one of my rations?
To eat one of your action, it is
Mhm.
an item interaction to grab it. It is then eating it is an action.
Okay.
You're consuming
do
it
that.
fully. Okay. You pull out a ration, rip the top off of it, start feeding yourself pieces of jerky, berry, preserved raisins and nuts, and you get the full condition. You have defeated your diabetes in this moment. You suffer no ill effects.
Okay, great.
You still have your bonus and your move.
Can she see around Celeste to the altar?
Yeah, you can see past Celeste. Also, the giant gummy guy is see through.
Okay, she's gonna cast Healing Word
Okay.
onto the creature, the werewolf.
Oh, okay. Healing word onto them.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and roll it.
That is a full Healing Word, so that's 8.
8 points. You see as bits and pieces of its intestines coil back into it as your spell takes hold. You see some healing force itself, and skin and fur begin to regrow in certain places where it has been shaved away, most likely by peppermint knives. And you look, and there's no response from the body, as there's still this popping, sizzling sound coming from its mouth.
Okay.
Is that gonna be your turn?
Yeah, she'll. Yeah, I guess that'll be it for now.
All right, then, it's the gingerbread boy's turn. I'm going to take a step forward and another step forward, and I'm going to attack this salty sailor. I got advantage because I'm flanking. I have a 17 on dice, which is a 23 to hit. I'm sorry, 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, face the wrath of my knife for 7 points of piercing damage. And I need a Constitution saving throw. Oh no.
20.
Darn it. Well, considering I'm gonna die anyway, I'll take my second attack, and I'll do it! And you hear him say this, and the other gingerbread looks from the other side of you and goes, "Don't do it, Marvin!" He goes, "I've gotta do it! We're gonna die otherwise!" He goes, "Not your gumdrop buttons!" And you see him drop his little short sword and rip from the very center of his chest this very heavy gumdrop, and this kind of cornstarch and syrup bleeds out of them, and he reaches forward with a touch attack to attempt to adhere this horrible, horrible thing to you. 13 on dice is a 18 to hit.
Can I cutting words that again?
You did use your reaction earlier, but it was just your turn, so yeah, you certainly can. You can see it.
It's -4.
-4, so where am I here? 14 to hit, Vel.
Misses.
Misses. You see this big gumdrop button reach forward in this desperate attack, and you see for a moment it opens up like an ooze and attempts to engulf you, and you manage to deftly move out of the way as it kind of shakes for a moment, and it takes a step past you, and you see the little gingerbread man turn and look, and it's one blue and one yellow candy eye, stares, and you see just a little bit of frosting come out of one of them. And he goes, "Remember me?" His buddy goes, "I'll remember you, buddy!" And he crumbles to pieces as he falls to the ground. He has become rotten. The other one, "I'll get you for this, you salty witch!" And will attempt to stab you.
Didn't have to be this way.
Yes, it did. 17 on dice means I get a 22.
It's
All right, knife time. 5 points piercing. Con save versus that disease.
19.
All right, you're not diseased. But I've got a knife or a sword. There we go. Probably not though. 12 to hit. We'll miss, right?
No.
No, butterscotch. That's my turn. Kobold Jones's turn or whatever.
I'm gonna try to move into flanking on the bear.
No, not Barry. You flank with the bear.
Okay, and then do I get advantage here with my football shades or?
Yeah, you're good.
Normal? Okay, all right. And I will swing.
All right, you and Celeste on either side of this large gummy-like bear.
Let's see. That's gonna be a 23 to hit.
23 does hit.
10 damage.
10 damage, and it is slashing, right?
Yes, and magical.
All right, takes it. You feel this big, heavy
Okay.
slash cut through.
Number 2. 15 to hit.
15 does hit.
For 8 damage.
8 damage, takes it through. You see two big swings, pieces of
I'm gonna
goo
flex
flying
roll
off of him.
for- I'm gonna do thing where I go again. Action surge.
Action surge. In this area, we call that a sugar rush.
I will use Sugar Rush.
All right, because I'm going on my turn.
That's gonna be a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Ooh, for 12 damage.
No. Okay, I take it. But don't do any more.
Sorry, one more.
No!
That's gonna be a 22 to hit
That hits Barry.
and 10 damage again.
No! Oh, Barry's alive. Oh, thank God. Oh, thanks, cinnamon buns.
That's it.
All right, it's Barry's turn, and he's real sour about this whole situation. He's gonna try to knuckle duster the angel lady. Big swing. Do you want to make me disadvantage? Kobold guy.
Can I can't reach. It's has to be next to me.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a creature. Okay, great. 24 to hit the angel lady. Strength save from the
Yeah.
angel lady. Oh, wrong one.
22.
22? Alright, you make the strength save, but you're still gonna take 13 or 12 points of bludgeoning damage. Magical. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take a big swing of my sizzle stick on top of this here kobold. With a 3, that's not gonna do it. But Barry will sugar rush to attempt to get you again. That's a 2, never mind. So he's gonna knuckle duster the angel again. Hold on. Barry's having an off day. Does a 17 hit the angel?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, liquor shish. No. Barry's turn's over and he's probably gonna die. Aja's turn.
Aja will fly back to Barry and give Morgan advantage against him,
All right.
and then return to me.
All right, you see her fly over, and you hear this loud cutting hiss. Morgan, you hear, "Hey, you there? The bitch with the bow. Attack this one." Or whatever. She flies back. You have advantage. Celeste, your turn.
I'm gonna swing on the bear.
No! Not Barry!
A 20 to hit.
20 to hit? Yeah?
Why didn't... Oh, that's weird. It's not showing me my damage on the...
That's fine,
Oh.
just roll it again. I don't care, I can't see it anyway.
It's 13 damage.
13 damage with a magical weapon?
I'm sorry, it's 12 damage, and yes, it's a magical weapon.
Oh, goodness. Well, Barry definitely hits 0 hit points. But hey, Angel Lady, do you know what flavor Barry was? He was cherry. And you know what they say about cherry, right? Cherry bombs! I need Orville, Celeste, and Kobold Jones to all make dexterity saving throws as Barry detonates in a hail of melty, gooey goodness.
What'd you say? Dex save?
Dexterity saving throw.
Crit.
Crit, okay, you move out of the way, you'll take half.
22.
22, you'll take half or none if you have evasion. And Kobold Jones?
Not quite yet.
11.
11? Ooh, that's not good for Kobold Jones. Alright, so, on save, you're going to take half of this, which is 12 points of acid. Not save, you take 23 points of acid damage. And you are restrained and encased in bear goo. Specifically, while restrained this way, you are restrained. You cannot hear, see, breathe, or move. You also feel it begin to solidify in the bright dew sun of the sky. Be quick. The berries died. Your sacrifice will not be forgotten, Barry brother. Celeste, that is your turn? No, that was the first attack. You still have a movement and a bonus action and a standard action. You look, and Kobold Jones is covered in the insides of Barry the bear. Some might call him Cherry Berry.
I'm gonna make my way over to him and see if we can get him out of it.
You walk around the goo pile that was the bear, and you look at Kobold Jones, who is covered in bear goo, and it is sticky, and he can't quite move, and you see he's struggling, and there are pieces of him stuck together, and just all together clumped up in this nasty, sugary confectionery. What do you want to do?
Said he's covered in it.
He's covered in goo, yeah.
I guess I'm gonna try and at least wipe his face off, so at least he can breathe.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check.
It's a 7.
A 7. You go to wipe his face off, and your hand gets stuck to the side of his face. And you try to pull back, and there's just goop that's now almost super gluing you to the side of Kobold Jones's face. You are considered to be grappled. And that'll be your turn, Celeste. Chunkini's turn. Chunkini looks around. Oh, wow. What a case of the Mondays.
I don't think there's much he can do from here.
There is something very important he could do right now. If you'd like to let him take his own action instead of telling him what to do.
Sure.
All right, he walks up to Kobold Jones, and he starts licking Kobold Jones. I need you to roll me a d10 for Chunkini. Chunkini takes the eat action.
A 3.
A 3? Well, immune to poison, because we all had Heroes Feast today, but does gain 30 pounds. And is, in fact, the largest cat I've ever seen. So he goes, whoa! And now you have just a big round thing with tiny little stubby legs poking out. Kobold Jones, from your leg up to almost hip, you're nearly free. You can almost wiggle a leg out. If one other person joins in on this confectionery treat, you might be free and not encased in bear goo. That is Morgan's turn. It does look real tasty. Never had candied kobold before, but here we are.
Should I still dash up and help that guy?
Up to you.
Help him. You can shoot the gingerbread man. You can feast on Cobalt Jones.
Yep, there's still gingerbread man.
There's one gingerbread man down there with his knife and short sword.
I
I'll
do
get
have an
you!
idea to help Cobalt Jones. It doesn't require anyone else to eat, although it does look delicious.
Just take a bite! Or wait, and he'll be right around on my side of the team.
Can I guess, can I take a shot from there? Like that angle?
Yeah, you have a longbow, so, like, you got all the range.
Alright, let's do it.
Alright, do you want to aim first?
I should have advantage anyway, right?
Well, you have sneak attack, because Vel's there, but you don't have advantage unless you aim.
Well, I mean, sneak attack.
Yeah, that's right. Why am I helping you murder me? Hold on.
Advantage just gives you that better chance at that crit.
Don't do it! Let it
Alright,
fire off into the winds, the sweet, sweet, sugary winds.
so an 18.
That hits me! My frosting fevered armor is only a 14.
That's 17 damage.
I explode in a cavalcade of sweet treats. It's not fun. My poor guy.
That's pretty fun.
You see him crumble into pieces. The piercing of this impaling this small little gingerbread man onto this candy altar that literally just looks like a giant. Now that you look at it and like are thinking clearly, it's just a giant Jolly Rancher that's just been carved out of stone. But yeah, you see the little guy pinned to it, and he reaches for it and drops his weapons. He goes, "No, no, no!" And you see cornstarch pouring out of the sides of him, and he slowly begins rigored and is unable to move after that. Combat is effectively over. What do y'all want to do?
I'd like to go cast Prestidigitation, see if I can remove the stickiness from Cobalt Jones.
Anyone trained in nature, the prestidigitation won't work for this one. But anyone trained in nature can figure out an immediate solution to Cobalt Jones's problem. As you see a very, very fat Chunkini going, meow, meow. That's too much. Oh, man. Anyone trained in nature? No, nature's the one skill the group doesn't have. How curious. You could also roll insight.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, anyone can roll insight.
I was just going to pour water on him at this point.
Well, you can save your insight roll as Vel speaks the thing I'm going to tell you with insight is you could just pour water on it. It's a sugar-diluted acid. It will just wash off. Chunkini got through it with his tongue. Granted,
I mean,
it's cat
trained
tongue.
in nature, but I do have that 18 intelligence.
Yeah. I am smart with big brain. Big brain wizard. So yeah, anyone with a water, if you would like to say that you have an empty water skin, you can free Cobalt Jones as an action.
We should have several full ones still.
Yeah.
You have like tons of supplies and excursionary materials.
Could potentially even just steal mine and use mine.
Also, well, you don't want to get stuck.
My bottom half's down.
One of your legs is down. I wouldn't say your bottom out. You're not going full Pooh Bear yet. So yeah, you guys managed to clean up the combat. You free Cobalt Jones by using one of the water skins you have, and you guys stand there among broken cookie men, a exploded cherry berry bear. And as you look around the area, you see there is still this mangled and pop rock dosed wolf-like creature, this wolf man. What do you want to do?
Well, I was starting helping him, so might as well finish it. And I'll go over and take my water skin and pour
Dissolve
it
the
down his
candy.
throat to dissolve the candy.
All right. You dissolve the candy. The 2 little stakes still in its chest. I assume you guys use Morgan can probably use Mage Hand to pull those out. You wash away this pop rock, this kind of like pop geode, so I don't get completely annihilated for using names. And you wash it off. A few seconds pass as its flesh re-adheres to its stomach and sternum. You hear this growling, kind of like a... And it comes up, and you see its long, dog-like tongue lap at one of its eyes as it starts ripping the peppermint free from its eyelids that it's been stuck to. And it looks around, and you see this bright yellow staring eye look in your direction. It goes, "Who are you? You're not candy citizens."
No, we were passing through, and they didn't take kindly to us being so meaty.
Yes.
So we had to crack their fragile existence, and seemed like you could use a bit of help.
Yes, I could. Hey. You see the wolf creature kind of tilt off of this this like Jolly Rancher stone. Its blood creating the stone to be sticky. It rips off a good patch of its fur and kind of stands upright and stands and towers over you guys. Again, about 6 foot, 6'2" or so, fully if it were to stand all the way up. And it leans forward and goes, "I hate to ask, but do you happen to have a spare set of clothes?"
I've just got some extra fabric.
I would
think
appreciate that.
Orville's got a pair of shoes he can offer up.
I don't need the shoes.
Not sure you would fit my size.
I'm very slender.
JJ will take out the last remnants of the extra fabric she bought.
Sure. You
Way
see,
back when.
you see this werewolf kind of tie the little pieces together and fashion effectively like a little hula hoop skirt, and like what the makings of just like a tied tube top. And goes, "Sorry about that. They stole my clothes. Those little candy cunts. I hate them so much."
Are they often a problem?
They dominate the sunny side of the forest, while we live in the night side. It's rather annoying.
Often come into conflict with them?
Constantly, but recently a number of people have gone missing from my pack, and thus I went to look for them, only to find bloody trails and cotton candy traps placed around the area.
Well, considering how we found you, it may be too late for them, but at least this group has gotten their comeuppance.
Yes, every dead candy is a good candy. May they be starched and soiled. Where are you from? You don't smell of here.
No, we're from the material, the Everworld.
The Everwild, the material, far beyond the scope of the Feywild. So truly you are creatures of strange origins. What business do you have here?
We've been tasked to find someone.
Find someone. Or maybe
Yes.
I owe you. What is this person you seek? Perhaps I can hunt them down.
Name we were given was Sir Francis the Divine.
Ah, yes, the meat sack from beyond the stars, glowing in vestiges and armor shone like the sun itself. I know of this Sir Francis. They bested our alpha, and thus wore passage through the Nightwood.
Rather powerful individual, then?
They are strong enough to fight the leader of my tribe in one-on-one combat. Truly a more ferocious warrior I have never known, other than perhaps Cindy the Witch.
Who is Cindy the Witch?
The Witch is a leader of these candied confection citizens. For too long, millennia in fact, she has stood with her brand of heretical magic, bringing to life these demonstrative demons.
And what can we call you?
My name is Tabby.
Well, I would greatly appreciate a repayment for you helping us find this Sir Francis.
And I shall, once I can confirm my kin are dead.
So we'll have to go further into the candy domain?
You may wait here. The village is just above the ridge. I'll scout it out and be back.
You sure you want to go along?
I cannot ask you any further favors, outsiders. This is not your conflict, merely your interlopers.
Fair enough. Suppose we could take a little rest and wait for your return?
Suppose you could. I'll be back quick as a flash.
We'll wait your return, Tabby.
But just in case, how long do you think before you're back? Just so in case you're not back, we could maybe send a search party.
At my fastest, it would take no more than a trifle of minutes, but considering that stealth is at the forefront of my concerns, I think I'll be there and back in, say, an hour.
Okay. Cool.
Yes. Do we have an agreement?
We do.
Good. I will see you soon. You see Tabby kind of turn and like crux and then drop down to all fours and start sprinting off into the deeper parts of the forest. At this point, we're going to go ahead here and we will take a break. Be back in, let's call it 10 minutes. It's 8:37 now. We'll be back at 8:47. And when we come back, we'll have more Second Wake. During the break party, you may take a short rest if you are so inclined. See you guys in a bit. Deuces. Hey, look at that. We're back. We got it in one, folks. That's just got it in one. So, welcome back yet again to Second Wake. I'm radio personality and winner, Montserrat the Glamorous. Those are the Seekers of Galante. We thank you for staying with us after the break, of course. When we went to break, our daring heroes were beset by sugary soldiers from beyond the Candy Cove, in service to some sort of Cindy named a witch. They freed a lupine friend of theirs who was going to lead them to this most evil, dark creature that I have sworn to defeat, but have instead sent heroes to go do the job, as that is what any noble individual should do. You send professionals. I'm not a city guardsman or a firefighter. I light fires. Completely different. But when we went to break, these brave heroes took a short rest while they allowed their new friend to scout ahead and see what became of their dearly departed friends. They've accomplished their short rest, and with that, we go right back to the action. We thank you for sticking with us, you level 20 characters. So, you all do, of course, go about your short rest. You manage to recover some hit points for those of you that still have hit dice. A few of you recharge your different abilities. Orville, you had mentioned you want to try to do jumping jacks during.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Oh boy.
Here,
Athletics
let's get
is
physical.
going to be a
Physical.
17.
17. Okay, you start doing up downs, up downs, up downs. You work up a good sweat in the course of an hour. You get like a good circuit training in with a 17, and eventually you start feeling like a grumbly, like grossness to it. You go to one of these licorice bushes and purge the remainder of this cookie soldier, and with that you return to your normal weight.
Am I still diabetic?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Probably even worse now because you should definitely never throw up your meals, guys.
Okay.
It's very unhealthy.
So minus 30 pounds. Do I have the half speed or no? Is that off as well?
That is off as well. But you have
So just
disadvantage
like
on
that.
everything until you eat again.
Okay.
You are once again hungry.
Orville, you should just eat the rations. I felt a lot better after that.
I think I'll do that in like a couple minutes or so when I can chew something again.
Orville
I
wipes
just
his
need a
mouth.
moment.
Yep.
The sugary stain of frosting across his lips.
You know, y'all, I wonder if we could ask our new pal here if maybe they could escort us through the other side. 'Cause damn, these candy cunts, that's what they called it. Yeah, these suck.
These.
Yes, well, he has offered to lead us, so let's see what route he'd like to take.
You as you say this, you see the pointed ears in kind of like scrawled form of this werewolf return back and kind of trot back in, heavy breathing and kind of like grumbling a bit and go, "Thank you for waiting. I had to be sure of it. My kin yet live. The witch has not taken them from me yet. We'll get you to where you're going, and then I'll find help."
All right, thanks.
What condition are they in?
Poor condition. The witch has them in one of their homes, their candy houses. I can hear their howls and whimpers. Likely they are chocolating them.
Um. Could you see them at all, or could?
I could hear them. I could smell them.
Okay. I was about to say sometimes really messed up folk kind of do that when they know people will come looking for their folks.
Yes.
Just to trick them, just to trap them.
I'm
But if
aware
you-
of how
if you're
bait works.
If you're very sure, you know. I just
We'll do our best. They're my pups. I don't want to see them pass before their time.
How many are there?
There were 3.
Oh.
I hear but
Or-
1 left.
Oh,
Sort of opposition would we face?
It's at the very center of the Candy Kingdom. Likely the witch is there, and her most trusted warriors. You say we. I've not asked for your help, but If it is to be offered, I can provide an exchange should you want it.
What are you offering?
Deep within the Nightwood, there is an item, a relic from the past that is set undisturbed for millennia. It is unable to be wielded by one such as I, but you all are different. Perhaps you would be able to draw it from its resting place and make adequate use of it. At one point, it was the most feared weapon against my kind. I would lead you to it.
What do you say, everyone?
Bartholomew goes, I would prefer not to fight anything that can murder me, thank you. I kind of just stood there in the last one, not going to lie. I was kind of frozen in fear after what I assumed to be decorative Winter's Crest food attempting to murder me.
I thought you were supervising that whole entire time.
Actually, I'm
I
really
was
proud of you.
supervising, actually.
I didn't
That's
hear
right.
any girlish squeals.
Oh, no,
Oh.
they were there, but I had covered both my mouth with my hands so that you couldn't hear them. Plus, you ran really far away, Miss Velathu.
I did. I saw someone in need of help.
Oh, yes.
I really thought that whole entire time that you were like supervising and strategizing for later encounters, just in case
yes.
like you had some like pointers to
Mhm.
watch us what we could do better,
Of course.
or
No, all of that.
so.
100%.
Well, we potentially are going to another one now, so
Great.
we'll take
great.
those tips.
All right, tip number 1, the dangerous. Try to not get stabbed by them. That seems rather bad. And also don't get exploded on. Again, that seems like a bad thing that you don't want to happen.
Good tips. See?
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, notes here. Don't get punched, Celeste. Mr. Jones, good job on the old switcheroo. JJ, you did, I mean, you know, the healing thing was great, but maybe, you know, we don't heal the scary WOLF. Maybe we don't do that next time. It seems a little scary. Morgan, no notes. Great job. You did everything right. Yep. No notes. Orville, stop eating people. It's kind of weird. And Miss Fell, I believe there was a conversation some time ago that you discussed not running so far away from the group that they couldn't assist you. Now, I am remiss to remind you of your own words, but I feel that everyone must be held accountable.
Yes. And I had several opportunities to get further away if I needed to.
Oh, okay, that is not what I had in my notes, but you know what, you just do whatever you'd like, that's fine.
Not further away from the group, further away from the enemies and back to the group.
Oh, right, of course, with magic.
If the bear had come after me instead of the others, I would have stepped away from the altar a lot quicker. Either way, you're not wrong.
Great note taking, personally. I just feedback.
Yep, I wrote it all down here in my journal. And he holds up a book that is someone else's book that he's just written in the margins of.
Do we want to help Tabby save his last kin
What?
for this?
What did you say?
Your kin? Is it not?
No. The way you addressed me.
Tabby?
Yes. You said his kin.
I'm so sorry. I am really not
Tabby
knowledgeable of...
is short for Tabitha.
I'm so sorry.
Apology accepted for now. Elf. You see her walk and like wish her tail back and forth a little bit, and then walk back over and goes, "Continue. I'm sorry for interrupting. I just didn't want anyone to think that just because I'm a woman, I am unable to solve this issue myself."
Excuse me. Do you prefer to go by Tabitha or Tabby? I just want to make sure that there's no confusion.
You may call me Tabby.
Thank you.
And that, folks, is called making sure people are not reductive. Thank you. Female werewolves can kill just as many people. Thank you. Watch Husband Hotel. It's great. Actually, a hell of a boss. Anyway, back at it.
That's a hellhound.
It's a hellhound. Completely different.
Completely different D&D stat block. Right. So what does everyone say? We have an opportunity here to not only be helpful, but also gain quite a boon from the sounds of it.
Perhaps one you desperately need. Your company does not seem equipped well to deal with the threat of that heroic soul.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what about Cindy the Witch, who is apparently more powerful than the guy that we're trying to find, and we're going to go right to her doorstep and be like, hey, what's going on, Cindy? You got some pups for us? Because we're here to save them.
Well, if I'm speaking candidly, Cindy has always been at war with our kind, and fearful, in fact, of our tribe. Our alpha's presence was enough to keep her at bay, but your Francis seems to be stronger even still. The two have not met, but I have little doubt to think that that mighty warrior could defeat her handedly as well. If he was so able to defeat our alpha.
So I'm in, but no.
Personally, I'd like to do this as well.
But Buddy goes, I'm out for whatever, not danger. I vote not danger.
Everything is danger.
It's all danger, buddy.
All right, I vote for whatever everyone else votes for. All right, got it. Everything's
Should have
dangerous.
stayed with Teddy Tungsten and risked your knees. Everything is danger, Bartholomew.
Yeah, no, I did not want to get punched in the knees again. That hurt like you wouldn't believe.
Well, then you came here for more danger.
Well, I thought I was coming with people who would most look after me not getting murdered.
Well, it doesn't mean that you're not going to get murdered.
No, do the
hopefully,
hero
but there's still
thing. It's fine.
danger.
Don't worry about me. Just
So
do the hero thing.
the only question that I have is that we all agreed not to get into like politics and like all that stuff all here. Do you feel like we're breaking our number one rule though?
I don't think you've killed any of your
number
kin.
one?
I mean, the Prime Directive.
Yeah.
No, the number one rule was definitely the name thing, I think. I wrote that
Yes.
down. But I haven't said that yet. I was just skipping to rule number 2, which was not to get into the politics.
When did
of
we
this.
agree on that as rule number 2?
Your rule number 2 is much different from my rule number 2.
Wrote it down.
What's your rule number 2?
Rule number 1, do not eat any kin. Rule number 2, do not shit where you eat.
That's a really good rule, actually. I think my mama said that too.
Your mother seems wise beyond her years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy. That is a good rule number 2. Orville's gonna take a ration, walk like 15 feet down the other way, and start eating.
You are no longer hungry, Orville.
All
You know, my dad said that too, but I think he had a different connotation in mind.
Morgan and Vel, I'll remind you, you both are still hungry.
I'll have a ration.
Eats a ration. Morgan?
Same.
All right, you're no longer hungry.
I remember our rule number 2 was don't sign anything.
Okay. Maybe politics was 3. I'm not really sure. I just remember it being kind of an issue with the whole.
Okay, I'm really confused by your
thing.
argument then right now because you said yes, I want to help, but now you're trying to
Yes.
convince us not to do this.
No,
So
no, no,
what
no,
is
no.
your argument
I'm
right
saying
now?
I'm saying that I want to help. I just don't know how that works against our whole like not helping thing.
I don't have a not helping thing.
Bartholomew,
That was the whole point of us
Bartholomew
not
looks at
helping the tree.
Celeste and goes, I had a no helping thing.
No, it was don't make
We
any
have we helped
foolish
the tree.
deals.
Mhm. Yeah,
Now,
don't
this right
make
now is a deal, but it actually all sounds pretty straightforward to me.
This can be an agreement if the word deal is problematic for you. An understanding. A quid pro quo.
Hold on, hold
My
on.
warning was just to be cautious of any deals.
Yeah, JJ's just gonna pull out her notebook of various scribbly dibblies and
Mhm.
doobs and whatever. And okay, so
How about a verbal understanding?
yeah, so
Verbal understanding.
what we said is don't eat the food from here, which we've already fucked that up. I think Orville ate a person.
Those aren't people.
Candy thing, a candy
That was an
something.
abomination.
Don't
Tyrant.
sign anything. Time is wobbly. Consider your pact options. And don't feed anything if the moon is out.
Oh, don't worry. Moon does not shine on this side of the forest.
Oh. Well, it looks like the first and the last rules kind of relate to each side of the forest there, huh?
Hmm.
Look, I'd love to help, but does it help us in our given quest?
A weapon of such regard and renown, not unlike that which Orville wields, to be called a relic, be very helpful
You're
in
right.
facing whatever Sir Francis is capable of.
Hmm. Mass destruction, with but a wave of the blade they carry.
I'm down for it.
But we also, because I'm sure we'll be rather spent, have an offering of a place to rest as well.
Hmm. A place to rest here. Perhaps, should you defeat the witch and free my kin, their village would be otherwise unoccupied. Perhaps we could take shelter and then venture forward on days new.
It may be necessary, but yes, that's good to know. Is everyone else? I haven't heard everyone's voice in this. I know you're not happy about it, buddy, but
No, well, I will just make do with what we are going to do. Yes, is the thing to do.
I don't have any objections to it. I'd just like to, I don't know, maybe tie something in my mouth so I don't go eating more things. I was hungry, but man, it was a bad decision. Did not
asking
sit
to
well
be
with me.
muzzled? I guess that's not a bad idea.
Do not allow yourself to become a slave to others. A muzzle is a sign of restraint and weakness among my people. Bear your claws and fangs proudly, Green One.
Well, I'm in.
Then it sounds like we are offering our assistance to you.
Well then, if you are ready, I say we strike at the heart of this enemy, post haste. They are still collecting themselves from the day ahead. We might be able to catch them unawares.
I'm ready. Is everyone else ready?
Absolutely.
I'm down to save some kids, but I just gotta let you know, not super sneaky as I clink around.
Well then, we could just rush them right into the middle of town, take out anyone on the way, and be at their throats before they know what hit them. What say you?
I mean,
These are your foes who you know best.
Yes,
Which strategy would you prefer?
I am not a warrior of war, but I always prefer the direct approach. Personally.
Well,
Well,
for our friends in heavy armor, that would work out just fine then.
mm-hmm.
Yes.
all right, let's go.
Yep.
Crack my knuckles.
Right away then. Tabby will start running towards where the village is at, expecting you all to follow.
Yep.
Okay. Let's do this, and one of these, and a couple of those, and some of these over here. All right, cool. So you all make way in a rush down through this beautiful candy forest. You see gumdrops growing against several bushes, licorice, the hiss of taffy snakes exists throughout the brush and bush. You make as speed as your legs will carry you. Chunkini being left a bit, unless someone attempts to lift this very, 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 very heavy cat. I'm going to assume Chunkini just rolls the whole way. Like, Sonic the Hedgehog the whole time. You all eventually come into view of these tall peppermint and candy houses, and you immediately see your dear friend Tabby rush out into the town square and roar out. And you hear, "Candy citizens, your hour of demise is upon you. Return my pup to me, or perish." As you all catch up, you can see the center of this beautiful area, this decadent kind of candy village. Several of its citizens look around and begin to point and shout, and you hear, "Oh no! Oh no! One of the wolves is here! Inform Patty! Get her!" "You're Patty. Who is Patty? Who?" And you look around, and as you guys come to the village, you see that the streets are paved in cotton candy. There's a large chocolate star in the middle of the town, and there is a statue, unmoving and unearring, of a large, bright chocolate rabbit with a yellow tie. It begins to move and twist and break. You see a massive chocolate bunny golem come to life, and I need everyone to roll initiative.
It's so cute.
I hope it's not hollow.
Oh no. This, and I need... All right. So I need to roll initiative myself. Let's do one for the little guys, one for the mint guys, one for the bunny, one for Patty. All right. So who has a 20 or higher? Vel.
Ja has a 21.
Okay, works for me. Let's see here. Asha has a 21. Who has a 15 or higher?
Orville's got a 19.
All right.
JJ is a 16.
Okay.
It's a 17.
So Vel at a 17, JJ at a 16. Anyone else?
War has a 15.
Okay. What do we got? Cobalt Jones?
17.
17. Okay. I'm assuming your dex is lower than JJ.
I think it was Vel, but yes.
No, Vel is a 19, right?
17.
Oh, 17. Oh, okay. Sorry. Move that up then. JJ, what did you have?
16.
Okay, there we go. So you're one above Vel, so we'll put you here. All right. There's that. Morgan and Celeste, what do we get?
19.
You said 19?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, okay. I think Orville definitely has higher dex than you, so we'll put you here. And then that'll mean that the end phase is going to be... Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Yes. Let's see here. So, Bunny. Patty. Alright, so... with this, you guys come into this village. Oh, I need a Buddy's initiative.
Oh shit.
And also Chunkini.
Chunk is 5.
Chunk is 5. Chunk still goes before someone in the initiative. And what did Buddy get?
3+, so
3+?
1. Yeah.
Buddy
Buddy
is very
so
last.
Yeah, he's very, very last, so
All
he's
So, we come into the village. You guys rush in heroically. Your werewolf friend rushes to the front. A large animated chocolate bunny in a bright yellow ribbon begins to tear itself from the central dais of this raised statue platform. You see small peppermint citizens with large gloved hands draw bows and arrows adorned at the end with very dusty, chalking-looking candies at the end of these arrows. There are a number of gingerbread citizens, all clad in their various armors and weapons. And of course, you see floating in, far from the far end of the area, a small, very little, in fact, woman, clad in a bright and vibrant pink witch's hat with a cone that kind of emanates from it. It almost looks like an upside-down ice cream. Hair long like licorice, and floats in on a dazzling array of sweet confection in the air. And you hear, "Oh, you found some friends, have you? Well, you've come to the wrong village, you little woofy bitch. My candy citizens will see to you post-haste." And with that, having devoured the initiative, that's how we're going to say it, our gingerbreads will go first. You hear, "All right, let's get them!" You hear, run over, straight to Kobold Jones with the knife. 4 will probably not hit you. With the sword, 9 will probably not hit you. This guy over here, 5, 10, 15, 20, walk up, stab our wolf friend. 16 will definitely hit, and stab our wolf friend. For 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points to our wolf. This one up here will also run up. And 2 swings on poor Tabby. 18 on the die, we'll say yep. And nat 20 on the die, will crit. Or 5, 10, 15, 13 more points of damage. I'm sorry, 15, 16, 17, 18 more points. So that's going to be to 20, 31. Let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Bonus action dash, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to here. We're going to do the dagger at Vel. The knife. For a 15 to hit. Vel?
Yeah, that hits.
That hits, we say. Daggerino. For 6 points.
Okay.
And a con save versus the disease.
12?
12 will fail. You gain a horrible disease the next time you're hungry. It's bad stuff. It'll shoot a sugary cane at Orville. 18 on dice for Orville is going to be a 23 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Lay it on me.
Siggity stack, here comes a shank for 7 points of damage.
Looks good.
All right. That is our little ginger boys and gals. It is going to be Aja's turn.
She will give aid to Cobalt Jones for the one
Okay.
right next to him.
All right. Aid to this one. And then flies back.
Mhm.
You hear the snake go, "Are you there, purple boy? Smack it with your axe or whatever." You gain advantage, Cobalt Jones, from that weird interaction. Orville, your turn.
We are going to reactivate the staff.
Flames erupt in a twisting nether of hellfire. Actually, divine radiant fire, technically, but still. We'll say hellfire because it sounds cool.
I guess I'm gonna try and crunch this fella between Kobold and myself.
You have the advantage.
All right.
Would you say you want to cook that cookie?
Oh, we're gonna
Bake them?
we're gonna forget about that one in the oven.
Oh.
We're gonna crisp it.
Crisp them.
23 to hit.
Yeah. Yeah, that hits.
14 points.
You mean 28 points? Oh, no!
Oh no!
Explodes.
Oh no!
Just roasts and turns blackened and melts. Do you need a wisdom saving throw? You have advantage because you're no longer hungry.
12.
12. You feel the shiver and the shake, and you use your reaction to wolf this candy man. You already have the disease. You've eaten your fill. You're good for now.
Gaining weight here?
Nope. It's only until your second one.
Oh,
You can surprisingly eat a whole gingerbread man whole. Pretty easily.
All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna move 5 feet towards the bottom.
Okay.
And make another swing on the next candy fellow.
Go right ahead.
Nat 20.
I'm just going to remove him from the board
All right.
and make you make a wisdom save.
Okay.
Seems fair, right?
Yeah. Still at advantage?
Yep.
Okay. Another nat 20.
Okay. You resist the urge. You go, and then you wait and go, no. I've had
No.
no, not like this.
No, not again.
Not again. All right. Anything else for your turn, Orville?
I'll step up another 5 and then use my bonus to take the dodge.
Okay. You take the dodge action as your bonus. Celeste, your turn.
I think I've counted it right. Can I make my way to the other side of this bunny?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, you know what? I counted it going the other way. That's fine.
It's fine.
However close I can get to him is fine to the other.
Yeah. So right there.
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah.
All right.
And then I'm going to swing on him.
Go right ahead.
Cool. Oh, it's a disadvantage anyway. Yep, great. That first one misses, and so does my second.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 big
It's a 9,
swings.
so.
Yeah, big 9. You big swing. You see this bunny turn and look and open its mouth, and you hear this. And as it does so, you see this gooing, bubbling mass of molten cocoa chocolate pouring out of this bunny's mouth in a ravenous fashion. Its eyes, big swirling mists of peppermint. Is that your turn? All right.
Yeah, that's my turn.
That's your turn. The mints are going to go. This mint that's in melee with Orville will attempt to smack him. Orville does a 14 hit.
No.
Okay. This one over here, not in melee, will shoot Orville right in his face. Orville does a 13 hit.
No, also no.
Well, bummer. This one downrange will fire on Orville as well. We're at 12, 17 to hit. Sorry. 13.
And that's at disadvantage?
This is yes. You're taking defensive. Hold on.
Yeah.
12 or an 11. So 11 is going to be a 16 to hit.
AC 16, that'll land.
That'll hit. Pink. You take a miraculous 5 points of piercing damage.
Wait, hold on. This is a projectile?
It is a projectile.
Oh, we're gonna grab the shit out of that.
You can't. You
Can't,
use your reaction
right,
to eat
reaction.
a guy. Mm-hmm.
You're right. Okay.
Yeah, boy.
We're taking 5?
Yep, taking 5. 5 points of piercing.
Looks good.
Okay. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. You're immune to the poison part.
14.
14. You as this thing hits you, this arrow hits you in the chest. You feel it crack into your ribs. You cough up as a bit of blood comes down, it kind of cutting into your skin. But then the arrowhead explodes into this dusty powder of candy. As you breathe it in, you start feeling your mouth get kind of dry and cottony. You manage to hold on to just enough saliva to not get dry mouth. This one on downrange will also fire on you.
Okay.
For disadvantage. Pew, pew. So we'll take the 13 is going to hit.
Mm-hmm.
We know when 11 hits. Roll to hit is going to be for 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay. Same thing, con save versus dryness.
13.
Still good. Celeste does a 22 hit. I know it does. It's going to be 4 points of piercing and a con save.
A 7.
A 7. You feel it as you take this 4 points of damage. You cough. You feel the dust enter into your mouth. You get dehydrated. You feel the moisture drain from your mouth. You take 1 point of exhaustion. That is all of our archers. On to Cobble Jones. You have this small gingerbread man in front of you going, "First I'm going to stab you, and then I'm going to shank you, and then I'm going to take all your life energy out of you, and you'll be one of us. One of us forever, Cobble Jones."
Wait, what?
Yes,
I'm gonna
we know about you. Huh?
hack and slash and
Hack and
drop in
slash?
that not meat.
All right, go for it.
Advantage, right?
Yep.
On this guy?
Mhm.
That's gonna be a 21 to hit.
That does hit. This poor little
7
guy.
damage.
7 damage takes it, actually.
DX. Yep. And then does the second one get advantage or just the first attack?
For
Aid.
8 is just the first attack. It's the next attack you make.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll attack normally then, and that's an 18 to hit
Yeah, it does.
for 6 damage.
6 damage takes it as well. It's taken 13. Is that going to be your go?
Yep, that's it.
You hack off pieces of them, rip them apart. Vel, your turn.
Well, Aja, it's time now again for your favorite part.
Yes, the time where I become a dragon.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I will cast Dragon's Breath with fire,
Alright, I breathe fire. Hehe.
and then I will chill touch the gingerbread man right in front of Cobalt Jones.
Yes, I take the ice, you take the hot. Yes, icy hot. We are like a team.
We are really good for any sore muscles.
Oh, yes. We will leave them with all their sword muscles. Haha.
That's a 17.
17 will hit. Why am I still Asha? Yeah, that'll hit.
I don't know, but I appreciate you narrating what I do, darling.
Yes, good luck.
5 points necrotic.
5 points necrotic. You see the little peppermint man for 5 points of damage crack, shatter, and break. Orville, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw. As shards of
No.
peppermint.
Didn't I say the gingerbread man next to Cobalt Jones?
Oh, I thought you said the pepper.
Am I
I'm
crazy?
sorry. Nope, you're right. Don't worry about me. Go right ahead. I'm gonna add that guy back. 5 points.
Yeah.
18 he's taken. Works for me. Sorry about that. I had it in my head you were doing the other one. Let's see
I was
here.
trying to clear the path for everyone behind there.
Read this here.
Is there a quick way to just clone one of the onboard tokens?
I thought I could, but I don't want to. I'm just going to put this skeleton here as this token. There we go. So I don't have to go digging through all of the tokens I've made for other things that aren't here yet. There we go. All right. So that's Vel's turn. Any movement?
Yeah, just move me up 5 foot diagonally.
5 foot diagonally? Boop.
Yeah, right there.
Okay. JJ, your turn.
JJ is gonna take her bonus action to shift.
You shift. You see Tabby look in your direction. Go. You're one of us, but you're stranger. Where are your teeth?
in my feet.
You eat with your feet. European.
Yeah, weird ones. And then she is going to make sure I get close enough. She's going to. Oh, good. She will cast Reduce on the big old bunny.
What? Let me see here. You cast Reduce.
Yep, I need a con save out of you.
It makes it.
Okay.
So, pulling the curtain back. Boop. The chocolate bunny golem is a large construct, and it has the special ability Immutable Form. The golem is immune to any spell or effect that would alter its form. It is just literally
Okay.
that big. Ain't that sweet?
Damn, I was gonna eat it.
You fire off the spell, you think, shrink! And you hear from downrange, you go, make my monster grow!
Oh, shit. She will just have to be ready to move out of the way. That'll be it.
Okay, that'll be it. End of your turn is going to be Moore's turn. What do you
I
want
am
to do?
going to. Oh.
Ooh.
I'm gonna steady aim
Okay.
and aim at the bunny.
Aiming at the bunny. Go right ahead. Roll to hit.
The 23.
23 hits. You watch as your arrow fires off and hits against its candy coating and flies away. It is immune to non-magical weapons.
Cool, cool.
Oh, cool. Is that going to be your go? All right. That'll work there. It is for Moore's turn, now the bunny's turn. The bunny turns and looks at your wolf friend and is going to raise up a big chocolatey claw and slam it down on them. And we'll crit the shit out of them. This is why we don't use the DM screen. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be for 34 plus. That is me. Goodness. Yeah. You watch one big, heavy, hearty swing, and your wolf friend crumples into the dirt, and you see it just get impaled about half a foot into this chocolatey mist. As it kicks up the dust, some of you smell, it is chocolate powder that is on the ground. Almost like a certain brand that a rabbit might be fond of. Who knows? It will turn and look to Celeste and raise another chocolatey paw into the air. You see it go and go to smush Celeste. Celeste, that is a 15 on die, which is going to be a 23 to hit.
Can I cutting words?
Yes, you can.
Creature?
You certainly
Okay.
can.
We will cutting words. -7?
Oh my goodness. So -7 is going to be a 16 to hit. Celeste. You
No.
see it come in, your life flashes before your eyes, and then JJ calls out. What do you say to cutting words this chocolate bunny, JJ? This is where I deny the heroic moment because you don't have a cool word. I see Orville giving hints. None of this married stuff in my chat. What do you say, JJ?
You gotta be quicker. Yeah, you gotta be quicker.
You gotta be quicker. And it just kind of like and big heavy mist. Celeste, it slams into the earth next to you. You see about a quarter, like a big chunk, almost like a double glass of chocolate fly up into the air in a dusty cloud. That is going to be the bunny's turn. Our wolf friend makes a death save. And is one step closer to wolf heaven. Chunkini's turn.
Heal at the start of its turn?
It has to have at least one hit point, I believe.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah, passive regeneration needs at least 1 hit point. What does Chunkini want to do?
Hmm. Let's see. Sorry, I accidentally closed his thing.
No, it's all right. You can just have him give the help action if you want.
Yeah, I just don't know. Does he have to go touch them?
He has to be within 5 feet.
Gotcha. Yeah, he has like no movement speed. That's the thing.
That is true. He is the size of a bowling ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or a jawbreaker if we want to be thematic. I mean, he could sit there and prepare. He could hold the help action if anything gets within 5 feet, then immediately tap it.
I think he can do the help action against the gingerbread man by Kobold.
Yeah, you can do 5, 10, stand in Kobold Jones's space, and then give the help action to that gingerbread man.
Yeah.
Works for me. That is the Chunkster's turn. It is our witch's turn. You see her hop on her cinnamon spurled staff and begin to fly around 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She is going to reach out a twisted finger and cackle, and she goes, "Well, once you had flesh, now you have none, for I shall spin you what I have already spun." She points out at Vel. Vel, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Is she casting a spell?
She is casting a spell.
Do I have any idea what it is?
Your trained arcana you can roll. Or you can roll insight based off of her keywords that she used to cast the spell.
18.
18. You're not sure of the words, but you see her weaving her hands out, and this is some really perverted version of Flesh to Stone. And sensing the theme, she's probably trying to turn you into a candy person.
Yeah. Well, I believe she's 55 feet away.
I believe so.
So
5, 10,
I'll
15, 20,
counterspell.
25. Yeah, exactly. You'll counterspell. I believe you have to roll. Let me double check. I think I'm slightly above you. Yeah, go ahead and roll.
That is a 14.
14 will not do it, unfortunately. So it will be a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, okay. This doesn't protect me from any of that. So, well, that's a 10.
That's a 10, okay. So, on fail, you watch as this sickening sweet ray of sprinkles and sparkles, almost these small floating pieces of what appears to be kind of multicolored candy topping, land and adhere themselves sticking onto the sides of Velithil. You watch as her feet begin to stick to the ground and web out, and it looks as if she's beginning to unravel and change into a candy person. These sprinkles now slowly begin to encase your dear wizard in candy goodness. With that, yeah, that's all you get for now. You're just restrained for now. And then, yeah, you have to make saves at the end of your turn. That is her go. And that is going to be Buddy's go.
I'm going to assume that Buddy will try and just shoot the closest.
Yeah, that's fine. He tries to
Gingerbread.
shoot a gingerbread man. Roll to hit.
No, it's a 1.
All right, you see it fire all the way straight up into the air and out of sight. Round 2, the candies. You see the gingerbread man look to Kobold Jones and goes, "Oh, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you real good, you little meat guy." We'll crit you to get you real good, little meat guy. Little meaty. 8, 9, 10, 11 points of piercing. Magical. And I need a save versus the disease. Constitution.
It's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, you're fine. Oh, I'm sorry, I messed the damage up. Hold on. It was supposed to be 2d4. So 1 less. And then with the small saber is going to be 4 points of piercing damage. Nat 17 plus their 5. This guy here walks on up to Orville. Goes, "Hey, sir. Can I tell you about my Lord and Savior, Candy?" You still have disadvantage. 6 on dice and an 11 to hit. Still with disadvantage.
I mean, you can try, fella.
I'm gonna try and try until I can't do it no more. That's a 7 to hit.
No.
Okay, that's all this one got. I only have 2 gingerbread men left. You monsters! Aja's turn. You see Aja and go, "Are you okay?"
I will be once we break her concentration. Now go give her a little taste of that fire breath.
Yes, I will.
And so Aja's gonna fly, so she's 15 feet away
Okay.
from Miss Cindy.
1, 2, 3. Right, 5, 10, 15. Yeah, there we go. Okay, she soars over there.
Actually, I think at that angle it was missed, so just move her parallel. Just move her up to.
To here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then she'll fire breath her.
Okay, I need a what? Dex save?
Yes.
Where are we at here? I've got a +2. That is a 13.
13 total fails
Okay.
for 12 points of fire.
Okay. She erupts in a blistering blaze of heat and fire, and you see bright cinnamon sweet erupt out of her. She screams, "I'm melting!" Ah! She takes 24 points of fire damage. Is still alive, but now she's pissed.
Concentration check so that I'm not petrified.
Yep. DC is 12 because it's half the damage dealt. And boom. +4 is a 20.
Okay.
Alright. That is going to be your turn, or that's going to be Aja's turn.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Aja's going to fly back. So that was 40. So she flies back 20 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20 to here.
Yeah.
Okay. It is going to be Orville's turn. You've got a gingerbread man on your right. You've got 2 peppermint guys in front of you. Peppermint people. I don't want to be reductive.
We are gonna go swinging on the gingerbread fella.
Why me? Is it because you know you'll kill me instantly?
Possibly.
Screw you then. That's not very sweet of you.
24 to hit.
Yeah, I'm probably dead.
13 points of fire.
Yeah, that's 26 points of fire, which is way more than my hit points. Why don't you make a wisdom save to see if I'm delicious?
Oh, you're looking mighty delicious.
Oh, that's a D10, friend. I'm your second one.
Oh, no.
What about second breakfast?
That's a 2.
That's 20 pounds and half speed till you lose the weight.
Oh, God.
Welcome to Weight Watchers. I'm like my friend Ronald, over 1 million served.
All right, we're gonna waddle on up to the big old bunny here.
You're gonna take a free strike?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get you.
Okay.
I got a 17 plus 2 is a 19.
Yep.
That sucker. You take 3 points of damage.
All right, looks good.
Yeah, that's I'm not very strong. I'm a peppermint person. All right, going to the bunny.
Waddling on over.
Can I convince you not to do what you're about to do?
No.
All
Sorry.
right. All right. Here's your 1 per episode. Take 5 foot down so you get advantage, you jerkwad.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you, magical mathematical candy person.
I'm inside of you now. We are one. Join us, Orville.
Another 24.
That definitely hits this chocolate bunny.
19 points of fire
That's not good for my bunny.
for melty goodness.
That's 38 points of damage to the bunny.
Yep.
You get to watch this. So as you hit this flaming lance onto the bunny, you see it score and crack through the chocolate armored, this kind of like almost Cadbury egg armor. As you crunch through this bubbling lava-like ooze of milk chocolatey goodness sprays out and begins to bubble forth from the bunny. The heat is intense, and you start seeing it unable to truly move and able to defend itself. Its armor class does go down, its speed is halved, but it starts to radiate an intense and bubbling chocolate magma.
Okay.
All right. Anything else for your turn, Orville?
Just take the dodge action again, I suppose.
All right.
As a
Works.
bonus.
Works for me.
All right.
All right. Celeste, your turn. Start of your turn, Celeste. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
It's a 9.
The 9 is a failure. You watch as the bunny rears its head and bits of lava and chocolate magma spray and clackle on your face as you're within its aura of chocolatey residue. You take 10 points of fire damage as pieces of molten chocolate score and burn your skin. If only you had marshmallows to cool off this hot bunny.
So he's hot chocolate right now?
Very hot chocolate, yeah.
Okay.
It has fire susceptibility.
Okay, I'm gonna swing at it.
Go right ahead. AC is lowered. And you have straight rolls because you're flanking with Orville.
$21 to hit.
You've doubled its AC.
$17 damage.
17 damage will wound it. It crack in. As you hit it with a melee weapon, you take 4 points of fire damage. Second attack. A big hefty swing from Celeste. Chocolate raining over her.
It's a crit.
Yeah, a crit will, again, double its AC.
Okay. I'm gonna do that.
The smite
Do
thing?
that thing.
Yeah, the thing I hate? Yeah, cool. Yeah, yeah.
That thing.
How many
Okay.
spell slots we using? 2? Level 2 spell?
Second. Yeah.
Yeah, second level. Cool. So that's gonna be 3, so 6d8, and then double your weapon damage.
Yeah. So hold on.
No, it's okay.
And then also my acid damage.
Yeah.
So just like.
Yep, it's also a crit with that weapon that I gave you. Sure is.
Okay, cool.
Yep, I'm
Just
using.
stand by, cause
I'm not mad
math
at
is
all.
hard.
Nope, it's all right. Don't worry about me. I'm just over here being a fun candy person that made a chocolate bunny for you guys to fight. No worries. Not. I wanted to sign off at 10 o'clock anyway. This critical is brought to you by fate and how life is bullshit. If you're enjoying our content, go down to your local market and pick up some candy.
It's 55 damage
55 damage?
before the crit.
Before the crit?
And I didn't double it yet.
Oh, you just rolled the extra
rolled-
dice.
Yeah, I rolled 4 8s.
Oh my buttons.
2 7s. So
Dude.
I can have Jonesy.
You just want to double it? We'll just do 55 doubled to 110. That seem fair to you?
Well, I know you worked really hard on this chocolate bunny,
No,
so
it's all
if you
right.
don't want it,
It's all right. Don't worry about it. All right, Celeste, I need you to, you know what? Take 4 more points of fire damage.
seems fair.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to delete that token. As you murder it, you walked up, I had a cool chocolate bunny to fight, and you went, hi, I got all the E-tanks and I've got the Hadoken, and you banished my bunny! So you watch in a big heavy swing, boom, Celeste cracks into the side of this Cadbury carcass. You see boiling hot chocolate magma spray out against her, burning and scoring bits of her skin, but honestly giving you a great chemical peel. Really, it's working for you. Digging deep, you clutch both hands against this fang that you've been wielding somewhat very effectively, for as large and obtuse as the weapon is, you bring in a big heavy baseball crack, and like the mightiest piñata, you hit it right in center mass. You feel it begin to give and push, feeling that you've hit a critical into its actual weaknesses. You release an utterance of divine effigy, power bestowed to you on your very being, your possibility, your true origin of being an Asimar, of what you truly are, unleashed through the tip of your weapon. And in a cascade of blinding, flared light, Orville, you wince, nearly going blind as the radiant energy explodes out in a beacon of bombastic eruption. And as the smoke clears, there is nothing more than a chocolate donkey stain where this bunny used to be, smeared against the pavement and in pieces, melted like a cocoon of fresh made cocoa. I will never again describe a death that delicious. Celeste, that's your turn, huh?
Yeah.
You hear crying out.
That's it.
Many of the mints go, oh no! We're all gonna die!
Nice job, Celeste.
Yeah. So at that, yeah, the mints are gonna make a save. Hold on. Let's see here. 18. They stand and fight. They go, for the glory of the Candy Kingdom! This mint is gonna fire at Vel, who is restrained, so they have advantage.
Yeah.
Big ol' shot off. 16 on dice is a 21 to hit.
Okay.
Pew. For 5 points of piercing. And a con save versus exhaustion, as they dehydrate you with their very, very crummy candy. This is your daily reminder, by the way, that Paladins in 5th edition are bullshit.
14?
Reminder. 14 makes the save. This one here will fire off at Orville. Pew! 15 to hit Orville.
Unfortunately misses.
Okay. Next one to hit Orville. 17 on dice will hit. Or
I would like to use deflect missiles. My
All right.
reaction.
Can you beat a 3? Because that's how much damage is coming to you.
I beat that without rolling this die. Like,
Well,
this one just.
You catch it. Do you want to spend a key point to flick it back at him?
Can I flick it to the ookie spooky skeleton to my right?
I think you could. Yeah, I mean, you can only flick it to the guy that shot it at you, I think. I think that's how deflect missiles works. I think you can return to sender, but I don't think...
make it ranged attack, as with a monk weapon with range 20-60.
Oh, well then, yeah.
It does not say at the...
Yeah, go for skeleton guy.
Alright, cool. That's going to be a 20 to hit.
20 does hit. It deals base damage of 5, right? Because you have a +4 dex?
Yeah.
Yeah, so base damage 5 is enough to kill this guy. His buddy makes a dex save as the other guy explodes into shrapnel of peppermint. He rolls a 1 on his dex save. He gets impaled by peppermint shards and explodes as well. You just see dust clouds raining in.
Beautiful.
That's this guy. This mint will not fire at you because now it's afraid. It'll fire at Celeste downrange. 15 will not hit Celeste. Second guy will fire at Celeste. Also not going to hit Celeste. This one down here will attempt to shoot Aja, the flying snake. Look at that little noodle! I'ma shoot it! 17 to hit
Don't
Aja
touch my danger noodle. Oh, yeah, that hits.
for 3 points of damage.
Ah, she's still alive.
You say, you little bitch, I will get you. That is the mince. Kobold Jones. You look at this small gingerbread man. You still have advantage. It's chunky, and he goes, "Hey man, get him." And the gingerbread man goes, "Now hold on, buddy. Let's just think about this.
Are you ready to meet the Muffin Man?
Who's the Muffin Man? Who lives on Drury Lane?
18 to hit.
That hits me.
5 damage.
5 damage. 5 damage takes him from 18 to 23. You see, as you hack into him with your axe, you start tearing into the parts of him, and you start seeing this kind of Icarus candy confectionery sweet pour out of him. You see him look dead into your eyes and goes, "I'm going home to the place that I belong. I can't sing any more of this song." And he collapses.
Okay.
Anything else for return, Kobold Jones?
I'm gonna go up to that peppermint guy over there,
This one over here, 5, 10, 15.
and I'm gonna get him with my second attack.
Go right ahead.
That's a 12.
12 hits. He's a peppermint. His AC is 8.
6.
6 points.
Yeah.
He explodes. I need a deck save.
19.
19, you move out of the way and you see pieces of peppermint fly past you. You crunch that candy. Vel, your turn.
Actually,
Oh,
I'll use
sorry.
so I movement to move downward.
Okay, so you did 5, 10, 15, 25, 30?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 20, 25, 30. There we go.
Yeah.
Vel, your go. You feel your feet sticking to the ground, almost like your shoes are wet. You are restrained.
I'm not interested in becoming your candy.
Hold your one
magic
hand
missile
up.
at the at Cindy.
I mean,
All three.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this is how we stop concentration.
Yeah, she's on fire.
So that is a total of 8 points of force damage on her.
Okay.
3 concentration checks.
All right. She holds her hand up, and you see all of them get sucked into her hair.
Oh.
She goes, "Ah!" And she's still on fire. She still has fire vulnerability, which actually lights her on fire. Any mana will do it, but she can still cast her spells.
Yeah.
End of your turn, con save.
Yeah. That was just my action. Yeah, I don't have anything else. So that is it's a 19, so that's a 21.
21 makes it. You resist the ability. I think it means that you don't.
I have to do it 3 times in a row.
Okay, yeah. I'm pretty sure there's something to it. Yeah, okay. So 2 more to be safe. That is going to be your turn, Vel. JJ.
JJ will move. Ooh. She doesn't have to move. Never mind. She'll just stay there.
Okay.
She's gonna cast Vicious Mockery at the witch.
Okay. I need a what? Charisma save?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. It's a wisdom.
Wisdom save. Way different. I only have a +3, so it's going to be a 15.
Just makes it.
All right. You point at her and yell a mocking phrase, and she looks back to you and goes, "I'm on fire!" She starts roasting.
I don't give a shit. She'll just, you know what? She'll go touch Vel's shoulder.
Okay.
And give her a little inspo just to help get her out.
What do you say to inspire Vel?
Your feet, you gotta get at it. Gotta move. Can't
Working
become
on it.
one of those things.
Oh, that's inspirational. Could you heal our wolf friend sometime, please? I can't get to them to pour a potion down there.
You hear a groan and
I could.
I think I'm gonna handle that.
Alright.
Is that gonna be your turn, JJ?
Yeah, that's her turn.
The D8,
Morgan.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, D8. Morgan, your turn. You have 3 peppermint patties left, and you have a flying witch.
I'm assuming I can shoot her over those rocks in front of me.
Oh, she's flying. Yeah, you can definitely shoot her. She's also a beacon of fire and death.
Nice.
Yeah, things aren't going good
We're
for
gonna-
her. She
we're
does
gonna
technically have
steady
shield
aim
up.
her.
All right, go for it. She does have high AC. Good luck.
That's a 23.
Roll damage. Carry on. The arrow strikes free and true into her face.
It's 11 damage.
11 damage. She takes it, shockingly enough.
With all your sneak attack?
I rolled a 1 on my main attack and then
Ah.
the 1 on my sneak attack.
I hope all of your dice roll ones,
Rip.
because Celeste took all the luck from this group and just siphoned it like a monster. You're a monster! That's your movement, your bonus. The wolf's turn. It's gonna cough. It gets a 3. It gets 1 step closer to death. Chunkini's turn. Waddling. Hey, man. Anyone gonna finish that bunny?
Not much he can do.
Patty's turn. Start of her turn. Vel, roll a d6.
Four?
4. She takes 4 points of damage. You see her erupting in a bright pyre. She goes, I'm melting! Melting! Ah! She'll make her save for concentration. 15 on dice, she's fine. She will boot scoot 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 to try and get it away. And then she'll take her action to pat herself out from being on fire. And that's her turn. Buddies go.
You know, he's just gonna. He'll just
Pass?
hide there. Yeah.
All right. All of my gingerbread men are dead. Aja's turn. Aja is dead.
No, she's
No,
not.
she's not. She's alive. I only got 3
He's
points.
alive.
Damn it.
She got 5 hit points, baby.
Yeah, rude.
She got 2 left. Aja, would you be a deer and go set that bitch back on fire?
Aja's gonna fly over. What's I'm making the save, by the way. She did save for Morgan's arrow. 16 on dice. What's Aja's speed?
Aja has 60 feet of movement.
Oh my
so you need
god.
to get
5,
within
10,
15 feet
15,
of her.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You see Aja comes into view, coiling around the snake, or around the candy tree, and goes around and goes, "Hey, witch, how about a little fire?" She makes a dex save, right?
Yep.
Fuck. That's a 9 on dice for an 11.
Okay, that's a failure.
Shit.
Oh, shit! 12, 17?
She takes 32 points of fire damage and starts smoking as she crumples into like a burning mass. You see her fall off of her candy cane broom, or her cotton candy broom, and fall down and start roasting. And it smells rather pleasant. It smells cinnamony, to tell you the truth. At this point, I'm assuming you all can peg off these little archers. They take 5 points, they explode. I think for the sake of keeping it together, we're just going to go ahead and close these out and say that you killed them all. Thank you. JJ, do you want to mark a spell slot off to save your wolf friend, or do you want to let her die?
Yeah.
I was gonna mark off a key point for that.
Oh, okay, you can mark off a key point.
Oh,
That works too.
Whichever one you want to do.
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right. So you managed to defeat this candied witch. She burns. You do note, however, her cotton candy staff, her kind of broom of cotton candy, still floats about 5 foot in the air from the cindering pyre, seemingly unoccupied. You look around the area. There is a bubbling sludge and deluge of chocolate milk mix that is now slowly crusted over to make a hard cotton candy surfaced road. There are several destroyed and disheveled pieces of peppermint that lie impaled against the houses. As Tabby comes to, she looks around and goes, What happened? Did we win? You won?
Yes.
Excuse me.
Yes, we did.
And she runs off to the far end of the house, one of the house at the top of the star, and grabs hold of this gingerbread door and rips it free from its hinges. She starts going in. You hear a howl, both pained as well as thankful. And as you guys kind of take in the area, slowly come to and kind of start digging through the wreckage, you do see Tabby walk out with a small, very beaten and bloody looking wolf with bright pink fur. She goes, I don't know what they were doing, but this is the only one of my kin that are still alive. Thank you, nameless heroes. I owe you not only my life, but the life of my child. Take your time to rest. When you are ready, we will make for my side of the forest, and to your prize, and to your path.
I'm
Tabitha,
glad.
if-
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, go ahead, JJ.
No, it's fine. I was just gonna say that I'm glad that we could help reunite y'all.
I was just wondering, Tabitha, what Tabby, what the name of your little one is.
The name of my little one here. Previously, it was Sammy. But they've changed. They are different now. It's still the same. This will take getting used to. They kind of like sniff and like lick the side of like the small wolf's face, and you see that the parts of like the pink hair kind of like expand and elongate as if made of candy. Different now.
Oh. Do you mind if I just do you mind? I just want to see the fur. Sorry, it's your texture.
Are you a healer?
Such a strong word. I have healing properties, but a healer?
I would prefer no one touch my child until the soothsayers may look upon them and make judgment.
Okay, no, I understand. But does the fur look more like cotton candy texture?
Looks like taffy, actually. It's
Oh.
actually like plasticky fur.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I can do can help tons.
Any
We
aid
could
you
always
could provide would be welcome.
I can always try to see if we could restore just a little bit. Um,
You've done
it's
so
always
much.
I mean, it's always worth a try, and we're about to perhaps rest for a little bit anyways, right, y'all?
I have nothing more I can offer you, but I will not forget this kindness should you try.
Maybe it's a disease. Could try healing that if you want.
Yeah, would you mind just for a moment?
Take your
You could sit
time.
with us. Okay.
They kind of like offer this large, like it's a wolf child, but it's still probably about the size of like a 3.5 foot tall like creature.
She will attempt to cast Lesser Restoration.
Okay. Does lesser restoration, what does it remove?
Conditions or disease?
It does remove disease. Okay, yeah. It does. You cast lesser restoration and you see this kind of like goo begin to peel from the skin. This almost parasitic looking ooze begin to carve free and kind of peel back as this magic takes hold and root and begins to push back against this kind of rubbery hide of this wolf. As it comes free, you see this very clean, naked looking face, no fur, no distinct markings, just a bald, shaved dog of a wolf that's almost like chemical bath peeled. Kind of looks like an overgrown like mole. And it kind of like looks over and its eyes flitter open, and you see like the small bits of twinkling cinnamon twilight exit out from their pupils and dilate into these bright yellow orbs once more. And you see Tabby kind of look forward and go, ah. And you see this goop of pink wiggling mass slowly begin to attempt to walk away from this situation.
Ugh.
I should burn that.
Oh, of course I burn this for you. And it just you see it curl up like almost like, think like the symbiote from Spider-Man, kind of like curls in on itself and melts away. And Tabby takes this wolf to her chest and begins to start cry and actually like howl like this. Better at cats than dogs. But you have this very sorrowful mourn. And as we look upon this scene, truly, the Seekers of Galante are once again successful, having bested the Witch of the Candy Forest, defeating the mighty Chocolate Bunny through sheer force of will and godly might. I know I'm excited for what comes next. Are you, humble viewer? Because truly, we can only find out what happens next time on Second Wake. I, of course, am signing off for the evening. Oh, well, maybe, hold on. Maybe we're not. Hold on. Wait. Technical difficulties. Wow, there's so many buttons. Ah! We'll do this person. We'll do this person. Yes. Okay, cool. We're going to like a snap decision as usual. As always, we thank you for tuning in. We're going to commence the raid, maybe, if things end up working out. I actually don't know if it will or not, which is rather annoying. Because Streamlabs OBS is a piece of crap. This is how we say this gangster rap. Okay, cool. We'll just have to do it through the website. Boop, 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 boop. So we will commence the raid now. As always, we will raid a friend that I just happened to find online. We'll say hi to them. As always, be respectful to other people as you enter into the chat. We'll see you next week. Same time, same place for more Second Wake. This guy's been Kareem Zamir. They've been the Seekers of Galante. We'll see you next time within the Feywild. Have a great night. Peace out.